Okay, we're going to be doing an Italian wedding soup today. The translation for Italian wedding soup, it's actually in Italian, minestra maritata, which actually we give them the wrong impression of the translation. So really what it means that we have some vegetables and meat that are married all together. So who's getting married today? The soup is. So let's do it. All right. So I have the pot on medium to high heat. Once again, medium to high heat. As you can see, there is no oil in the pan. Why? Because it's greaseless and waterless. So we're going to start with our sausage, Italian sausage. It has to be Italian, of course. You can use pork, you can use chicken, you can even use a beef sausage if you like. It's all up to you what you like to use, but to make it real Italian, we're gonna use pork, okay? So we're gonna take the Italian sausage into the pan, and we're gonna kind of move it around to make sure that it starts to brown and kind of crumble the sausage in there. You know, every time I do an Italian wedding soup, it just takes me back in the days when I was in Tuscany, in Rome, in Florence. It's just such an array of flavors, such a good homey soup that on cold days, it's just exactly what I wanted with a nice piece of rustic Italian bread. I just love that. So we're taking the sausage. As you can see, it's crumbling really, really nice right now. And you want to keep stirring it because we, of course, we want to attain that crumbly feel to the sausage. So I'm going to keep on stirring. And some sausage, of course, has a little bit higher content in fat. This one actually is right about there with the content of fat. Look at that, crumbling so nice. But I promise you at the end, everything will combine really well together. All right, I think we're right about there. We are now going to add, or should I say, marry the vegetables into the pot. We're going to take celery. We're going to take our diced carrots. 1/4-inch dice is really good for this kind of soup, but if you like a thicker cut, you know, it's all up to you. Let's take the onion, and I'll show you exactly how to chop it. You know, remember, this is cooking, and this is for you to have fun. So if your cuts are not perfect, that's okay, because it's all gonna go in your belly, okay? So I'm gonna take the onions, just like that. I didn't cut my fingers. So now we're gonna dice it, just like that. Beautiful dice, look at that. Excellent. Now, the onions are gonna be transported into the pot. Here we go. And off to the party we go. Who's getting married now? Okay, fantastic. Now we're going to add garlic. Let me tell you something. With Italian cooking, Italian cuisine, without garlic, it ain't Italian. So we're gonna add garlic in there. Oh, this really starting to smell really, really good. Wow. There we go. Now we're gonna let the vegetables kind of cook a little bit in there until they're about translucent. Once they're about translucent, we'll go ahead and add all the other ingredients. Now, for this kind of soup, I like to use beef broth. You can use chicken broth if you like. You can use vegetable broth, but for me, a good beef broth, you can use organic, whichever way you like. But I'm gonna go with a simple beef broth, and I'm gonna add about 6 to 8 cups for the amount of vegetables and sausage that I have for this recipe, okay? I'm gonna add a little bit of fresh oregano. Oh my God, it's raining at the wedding. There we go, it's in there. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of kosher salt. It's raining again. No, it's snowing. Here we go, a little bit more. Just a tidbit more. There we go. I'm gonna mix that up well. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna add my beef broth. There we go. Just add it all on there. Beautiful. And now I'm going to add my San Marzano tomatoes. Okay? And basically, the San Marzano tomatoes is an Italian peeled tomato, but you can use any other kind of peeled tomato. Feel free to use whatever. Remember, it's about having fun. And the flavors, if the flavors are there, you season it well, you cook it properly with our wonderful cookware, you will see the results. They are nothing but fantastic. Okay? We'll add the tomatoes in there. I'm gonna add a can of northern white beans, or you can use a cannellini bean, which will be the same. If you can get cannellini beans, which if they're from Italy, go ahead and do so. If not, a northern white bean will do the trick just as well. I'm gonna add my beans in there. Okay? Look how beautiful the soup looks right now. Okay, we'll go ahead and add the orzo, about half a cup. We'll mix it again really well in there. And we'll add the spinach, about 2 cups of spinach into the soup. Remember, once again, it's about marrying vegetables and meat together. I'm gonna give it another quick stir to kind of submerge that spinach into the soup. Okay. And I'm going to put the cover now on the soup, and it's ready for the honeymoon. Are you whistling at my bride-to-be? You better know. You better watch your whistle. All right, let's see how this looks. Wow, mamma mia. Every time I just see the Italian wedding soup, I just feel like singing. Oh, sole mio. Okay, enough of the singing. Let's eat some soup. I'm gonna take a bowl, and this is obviously for the bride. Ladies first, as always. Oh, goodness, look at that. The aroma coming from this pot is just phenomenal, phenomenal. There we go, and this is for the groom. This is gonna be a wonderful wedding, I tell you. Fantastic. Look at that, crumble sausage, vegetables, beautiful beef broth, just combined so well together. I'm gonna take a piece of bread, just give it a taste, make sure it's there. Mamma mia, molto buono. Just the flavors. So good. And once again, cooking this beautiful soup in this kitchen, dinner for 2 by Kitchen Charm.